I can't handle anymore. Let's see if I can, actually it's fine. All right. It's almost fishing time, and it is definitely coffee time. I'm guessing this is going to be better once it's daytime, but we'll see what we're doing here. Yeah, I hear you. I really think they're trying to, they're just trying to make it easier and easier for people just to pop in and be able to get to the current stuff ASAP and not feel like you need to catch up. But when you've been playing MMOs as long as we have, I get that desire to want to catch up with stuff. We're going to test his, what he says his strat was. So this person on VK caught, you know, I almost want to do a slower retrieval speed. It'll slow us down a little bit, but I think we're more likely to catch something on the wind up if we do that. Now it's the middle of the night right now, so we can't hold this against him. There's first fish. If it's super slow right now, that's okay, because it'll hopefully speed up when it gets to be daytime, but this is it. There's the sorry. So that's what we're going for. We're trying to get rich off of lollipops and sorries. Follower dungeons. Oh, yeah, that's right, Blunty. Just like, I mean, obviously, okay, almost every idea you can say this is the case. They're not the first to do it, right? But let's see if Blizzard does it well. But, and I don't know if they've announced this yet, but the question I have is, will it be characters that we know following us around in dungeons, or what? Yo, Blood, good to see you as well. Thank you. Yeah, I heard about that, Blunty. I just didn't know if we know yet who the followers will be. They demoed it? Okay, I should look that up sometime. I didn't know that was out there. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's what you want it to be. If you're going to run around with NPCs in a dungeon, you want it to be characters that you recognize from the story. That's great. So, like, yeah, I mean, I have lots of questions. Like, do you level them up? Do you gear them out? Do they gear themselves out? Do they level themselves up? Do they not level at all? Lots of questions, but I think it's a cool idea, though. I just like how in the next expansion, it seems like they're going more account focus instead of character focus. That's probably about the best thing that they could do in my mind. The only thing that would be better than that, and I just, at this point, I'm not sure that they'll do this until there's no players left, but the only thing that would be better than going to account-wide focus versus character focus would be if they just came out with WoW 2. They also say the story for the dungeon in chat when you start. Oh, that's cool. If you're a healer, they stop for your mana. That's good. Yeah, I agree, Blunty. I think that's what I was saying to Draka earlier, is that I think I really appreciate a lot of the, like, overall decisions they're making. I wish I don't know. kind of wish the story and theme and stuff would be a little more interesting to me personally, but that's just a personal thing. I think the meta decisions they're making are good. Ooh, hey, we're not doing bad using this strat. This is actually going pretty well. It's 3:30 in the morning, and it's already going pretty well. What's up, Scooby? I did an interview. Oh, Ian did an interview, sorry. And he was basically saying, yeah, we were stuck in the old way of thinking. It's time to make some changes. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that they're letting up on their stubbornness a little bit, maybe. Well, and it's not like they're doing that. I mean, I don't know. You may or may not agree with this, but I suspect they're doing that because the player base had gotten smaller than it had ever been before at one point last year during Shadowlands, right? So, yeah, you better consider ideas that you hadn't been considering before. Oh, yeah. Yo, Draka, remind me, when are y'all due? I can't remember what you told me. You playing WoW right now, Casavir? That's awesome. Yeah, I was playing last night. Created a new priest. That's the cool thing. It's so easy right now to level a character to current content. Everything's pushing you to catch up. WoW will survive like a roach. We're talking about World of Warcraft. You know what I like? Have y'all seen... I mean, I haven't played ESO in a long time, but have y'all seen that new game mode that ESO added this year? Where it's like... It's almost like a roguelike where you do encounters and then you get random choices of new abilities and passives and stuff, and then you have to fight a boss, and then you just keep going and you earn some kind of currency. You still can get gear for your character outside of that game mode, and you can also get like mounts and pets and stuff. Anyway, it just seemed like other MMOs have done kind of similar things, but this seemed like a very streamlined, fun version of that, and a cool little thing that they added in ESO, I thought. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Draka. Final Fantasy XIV did do follower dungeons, although I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that Blizzard will do it a little more smoothly. I think it might feel a little better. We'll see. It wasn't bad in Final Fantasy XIV, but it wasn't as good as I thought it could have been. We'll see. How do you fix the bug with the finger getting through the reel? I don't know. Did I have that? Did I just fix it? No, I agree with that, Blunty. I don't care about... I mean, I think it's just about implementing things in your own way. Look at these sardines that are undersized. Yo, what's up, Rage? Things are well. Hope you're doing well also. Thanks for the raid, by the way. Hope you had a good stream. You posted a screenshot in Discord. All right, I'll look. Oh, I didn't realize y'all were arguing about the merits of Final Fantasy XIV. That's funny. It's a fun stream. Thank you. Don't usually do weekends. Gotcha. All right, let me see, Kinder. What part of Discord you posted in? General? See if I can figure this out. Oh, sorry. I get you. This is the finger thing. Oh. Wow. I don't know if I've seen that before. That's a nice bug. Your finger is going through the reel. So what I would do is I would get the line out of the water, and I would take the reel off the setup and then reattach the reel and then get the line back out or get the rod back out and see if that fixes it. That's insane. You're stuck with it? So what, you have to relog or something? Maybe the submarine will knock it out. All right, are we still doing okay? We are, although it has slowed down a little bit on keepers, right? Yo, what's up, Mystic? Yeah, I haven't streamed in a bit. I've started doing YouTube videos a little bit more again recently, but thankfully as we get closer to the holidays, my schedule slows down a little bit, so I probably have a little more time before the spring semester gets firing up again. Oh, the Regal. So it's just, whoa, look at that beautiful herring. 24,000 experience. So it's just on the Regal and it's not going away. Did you put a bug report in? Like, that's serious. I would report that mess. Oh, cool. Thanks, Mystic. Yeah. Appreciate you still following me, even though I don't have many videos come out these days. Yeah, I did do that mosquito, and I've done a winding one. And I recorded, though it hasn't been released yet, I recorded an amber one, but just like spoilers, it was very boring. Just skip it. Just skip it, guys. Just skip it. I was really wanting to fish for carp, so I did an amber video, but for me at least, it was just a little slow. Dude, keep the herrings coming. I almost want to get one of those, I know they're expensive and it's kind of silly, but I almost want to get one of those like new Pilker rods that came out that have the Pilker bonuses and stuff. Has anybody used one of those? And if so, I don't know, are you happy with your purchase? It's too bad there aren't Black Friday sales on the Yellow Submarine. Amber's pretty slow, although a few rares are coming. Yeah, I noticed that, Mystic. After I finished the video, I just sat there for another like hour or so, just trying to like sit on a trophy. I was just trying to catch a trophy common. I could never get it. I got some nice ones, but I could never get a trophy. And I never did see a rare. Okay, so Blunty, you like it, huh? I'm just going to look at it in the sub. I can't remember how much it costs and stuff. Timon or busy on Tungus? Really? Are you, let's see. Is that trolling? Are you fishing from the boat or shore? Or what you doing, Rage? Only China gets rare trophy. What is this little microfish? It's going to be a cute one, guys. It's so small. Trolling. That's awesome. That sounds really cool. Look at Nemo, guys. Nemo's here. What's the boat station? Oh, yeah. I love Nemo. Twat says rod is good. I agree with that, Blunty. That is exactly what I was thinking. All right, it's the Pilker one, right? Which one should I get? Mega Perk? Is this the one? Yo, you too, Swag. Oh, not this one? Wait, it is that one, right? Yeah, this one's perk, right? Pilker is the perk. What were you saying, Ultra, twats? Okay, you agree. Twats agrees. Okay. Yo, it's going good, Swag. How are you doing? What's the difference in this? Is it just a different style? Like it looks different? So everything else is the same, right? I'm just going to get this one. Hey, thank you, Rage. Thanks again for the raid. That's what it is. Get the heavy rod. What are you talking about, the heavy rod, twats? I mean, that's a whole nother thing. For the better bonus. Wait, what? What is this bonus? +7? That's the one we want. The one that gives us a marine fishing skill upgrade, right? He's talking about the boat rod. So, oh, the Ultra. That's what he's talking about. Oh, that's everything. It's a lot more expensive. All right, so what is the advantage of this? This is where I got confused because I didn't spend a lot of time looking at it. Is this better than, what was the other one? What was the one we used to say was the best one? This one? Heavy Marine. Okay, so is it better than this one? Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little more expensive and it's a little better, huh? I mean, I may end up getting that. I'm not saying I'm not going to get it. I'm just, what I'm doing is getting an expensive rod to fish for very tiny fish. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I may end up getting this because I still haven't gotten, I'm actually, the fact that this came out, I'm kind of glad that I never bought this one, right? Isn't the new one just clearly better at this point? It just gives you a little bit more option. Now, I don't know about wear and tear, but anyway, right now what I'm thinking about getting is this. It's only 16.8. I mean, really, kind of like what you said, I think it was Blunty. But really, like, mostly what I do when I fish these days at Norway is I fish for small to medium-sized fish. And if anything, these bonuses just give you a little better chance, right? All right, so the test is 340, 90 to 340, and load capacity is 88. 90 to 340. So a better load capacity and a better, it actually gives me more options. So it's just like this, it just doesn't have the bonus XP. It's better than this, but it doesn't have the bonus XP, right? Because this one's light and that one's not, I guess. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just assuming that I'm mostly doing pilking anyway. Okay. Let's just do it. So let's disassemble this one. I bet, you know, especially if I'm playing a ton, I'll still have a use for this Cincy. For sure. I'm trying to think. I honestly could still see having a setup like this on this one, and then just having like a step up. Either way, I do want to try the rod though. All right, let's get it. Tackle store. Pilker rods. Mega perk. So this one's medium. That's why it doesn't have the XP. All right. Let's go to Pilker. Set it as favorite. And now find it. Put it here. I wish you could set it down on the boat. Even with, just so I could get a better look at it, but all right, let's make sure. A walking tackle store. I love this Regal. Kind of wanting to go back down to 45. Is it weird to have 60 on the Regal? I know I was doing that just to show that you could, but I don't know that I necessarily thought that was the way to go. Where is the Oh, you took off the real list. Yo, Blunty, did you take off the real list? Oh, here it is. So what is this, a Russian version or something? Oh no, it's in English. I guess it's in Russian and English. All right, so let me find my Regal. So I'll do, can I do Control F on this? Yeah. Regal. Oh, this must be spinning only. Yeah, here it is. It's got to be in here, right? Control F, Regal, go. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. I actually don't understand what I'm reading here. 16.5, 74? Are we saying 74 is the... What's up, Roms? How you doing? Kilted Jock has them. Okay, maybe I should have gone to Kilted Jocks. It would have been a little clearer. So 74 is the weight of the mech on the Regal, according to this one. We're just getting nowhere near that. I think I'm going to go 45 for now, assuming that maybe that translates to a little less wear and tear. It may not, actually. Do we not have... Oh, there it is, 43.2. That's fluorocarbon. So interesting. Okay, we'll go with it. Let's just go with it. What do you say, chat? Yeah, we're going to go right back to the exact same setup we've been using, which means no fillet. And which means all this good stuff. All right, let's put one of the new ones up top. We'll start with a new one just to like be fancy for the fish. And we'll put the garbage at the bottom, you know? Put the garbage one down at the bottom. Oh, I got a good place for sorries. I mean, you probably already know it because it's probably why you're doing it, but man, I wish I could delete from this screen. Oh well. Here we go, chat. Hey, let's dismiss this thing. Go home, Nemo. We want to do retrieval speed 35, friction brake 28. Ooh, we're still in the, okay, we'll try this. First cast. First cast with the new setup. Oh, in 30, really? You got him in the 30. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm actually at 34 right now, but we'll see. I haven't had a trophy yet, to be fair. But we have overall, I feel like we've been doing pretty good. I mean, I just spent the last like 20 minutes buying a new rod and setting it up. But besides that, I feel like we've been catching some good fish. I haven't been pilking at all though. I've just been, or perking, or whatever it's called. I've just been letting it drop to 15 and then reeling it back in and letting it drop again. Let's go down to 30. Using all pink. Okay, interesting. I'm using all red at the moment. I guess I could have checked the weeklies. I don't know if red's where it's at or not. Well, if you go back to 30, let me know how it turns out today. I just saw somebody post in VK about catching a blue tag here using the reds at 34, but that doesn't mean that 30 is not better for sorry. Although what's been fun is we've had 2 herrings. I love catching these herrings. So cool. Finally, we went through a little bit of a dry spell. I didn't like the way that rod felt as I was lifting it out of the water. Okay, we'll stay here a little longer. Blue whiting and herrings. Okay, good. Maybe I need to try 30 then. We'll fish 34 out, then we'll go try 30 maybe. How long is this rod? 2.7 meters. That's not that bad. I don't know why that felt weird lifting that out of the water. Let's see what this one looks like. You see how slow it is? There is a little bit of wind. Not that that would slow it down, but that might make the fish blow out away a little bit. I'm not sure. Not exactly sure what's going on. I'm going to put it 15, then I'm actually going to let it perk for a second, or pilk, or whatever. Perk it? I'm gonna perk it? Yeah, see, doesn't it look like... I don't know. Looks a little weird to me. Maybe it's just me. Fat sardine. Ooh. Has anybody looked at the cafe recently? Just curious if there are any small fish on the cafe right now. All right. Can't complain about the bite rate. Actually getting a lot of hits just past 15, right when it hits in the 20 area. What is anybody in any interesting chats right now? I feel like no one else is in the chat I'm in, even though there's 300 people here. All right, I'm in the M-Dog stream chat, the one that I've actually started. If anybody is looking for a chat to hang out while we're fishing today. It is M-Dog stream is the name of it. Oh, Kinder's here. There you go. I just wanted to see somebody's fish, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, a whiting. Okay. Sorry, somebody asked me earlier about Fisher Online. I haven't played Fisher Online since the Atom event, that Atom map or whatever, and that was fun. I did that a couple days. It was interesting, but I haven't been back to play since then. All right, sorry, are biting. I think it's because we're back in the middle of the map. Honestly, up here, northwest, I was getting so many sardines, but now we're back in the middle. So let's see if that turns back into sorry. There's another sorry. We were getting sardines and mackerel up there. Sounds good, twats. Yeah, and if this gets slow, I might jump over to 30 as well. Test it out. I'll have to set up another rod for night fishing. I think I want to set up a jigging setup for nighttime. See what we're catching at the bottom overnight. But we've still got some time left. Oh, what's this gonna be? It's a saith. We probably ought to turn some of these smaller saith into bait, even though I'm not using any right now. I'm not using any strips, but some of these smaller saith probably worth. Let's wait though until we get back and see what the cafe is. Somebody's caught a coho salmon on a telestick. I think that weekly is yours. You just have that. You own it. Let's see. Saw Napoleon. It was okay. Saw Hunger Games, Snakes and Songbirds, whatever it's called. It was okay. I was with a lot of family over Thanksgiving. Saw a couple movies. I like Ridley Scott. I recognize that his sort of epic war movies aren't always like the best from an objective point of view, but I don't know. I just tend to enjoy his movies. Muy! Hello to you. Come on. Blunty, I just noticed that you called my leveling guides long form leveling guide. It's so true. M-Dog's long form leveling 2020. M-Dog long form leveling 2022. Funny stuff. All right. Ooh. Safe, I guess? Maybe Pollock. Something hit it on the way up, though. Safe. A little bigger one. All right. We're going to do a test here. You ready? We're going to see how long it takes for it to sink to 20 meters. Just letting it straight fall versus closing the bail and then opening it back up. All right, here we go. Dadgummit. Science was ruined. Okay. Okay, here we go. At least it was a nice pollock. Very true. Boom. All right. That took 18 seconds and 33 less than seconds. 18.33 seconds. Scooby says, from your long experience, which is better, the Regal or the Taiga C30? So they both have their advantages, disadvantages. If you're mainly going to be fishing here at Norway with it, if that's your main purpose, for what it's worth, I use the Regal way more than the Taiga C30 for Norway. I think that's the best I can do in terms of trying to point you in a direction. There's an argument to be made for why the Taiga C30 is a little more flexible, is like a little more valuable for other purposes, but for this map, I choose the Taiga C30 in these types of situations I choose the Regal over the Taiga C30 in these types of situations. All right, here we go. Come on. shoot. I didn't reset it. Hold on. Whoo! Guys. I'm sorry, but is there any difference at all in speed of closing and opening the bail like we do incessantly, addictively? Or is it all for nothing? The total was 17.75 with opening and closing the bail. But that's close enough to be within, I mean, that could be human error to explain that difference. All right, Scooby says, but if you go deep in 55, or even for cats, I don't know. If you're talking about cats, maybe you should go with the Taiga C30. I don't know. It gets harder, I think, when you start talking about cats and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess it depends on how much time you have, how much time you play. If you get the Regal, you could come catch Sorry and Pollock and Saith and all that. And then you could buy the Taiga C30 as well if you want in almost no time at all. I mean, pretty quick overall. Do you know what I mean? So if you have a lot of time, then I would get the Regal first. The Regal has two, what's it called? You know, gear ratios. And that actually does help. The Regal has a really nice heavy mech, but it still reels fish in pretty quick. I don't know. I just like it. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Taiga C, if you're wanting to fish for cats, it's hard to recommend the Regal over the Taiga C30 for that. But for fishing for small to medium-sized fish here at Norway, I absolutely love the Regal. And neither one of them are that expensive, right? If you're fishing at Norway. If you're making Norway money. I don't know if it's faster, Scooby. Don't quote me. It feels faster. It might not be. You have the second gear ratio, so if it is a little bigger fish, you can still get it in pretty consistently in a lot of cases. Kinder says, what should I go for after the Regal? I would say, that's a good question. Yeah, you don't want to save for the most expensive ones. How much do you want to save for? How much are you willing to save for? That's what I would do. I would say, how much am I willing to save for? And then I would go look at the reel sheet on Kilted Jock's page and say, what is the best bang I can get for the amount I'm willing to save for? You know what I mean? So like, Dobrik says Taiga LTD. How much is that, Dobrik? I really like my Cardinal 22S for like a mid-tier conventional reel. You get a lot more power. A lot more. You get a good bit more power, big spool, double gear ratio. But I don't know. I mean, the Taiga LTD is going to be a big upgrade over this, though. So if you're willing to spend $43K, then that's probably a much better option. I don't remember. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see. First I need to get to Kilted Jocks. I want to see the real sheet real quick. Real sheet. Okay, let's go to conventional. All right, Taiga LTD. Are we talking about the 20 or the 40, Dobrik? Well, let me see. Let me look at the prices. I can probably figure it out from that. Okay, we're talking about the 40. So it has double gear ratio, a huge spool. Oh, this is awesome. He breaks it down cost per kg. It's got a mech weight of 274. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's 24, so it's a little bit stronger than the Cardinal, but it has this huge mech weight. It does cost 43,000. So, you know, if you're willing to save 43,000, I concur. That looks like a really good conventional reel. I concur. Isn't it too slow? What do you mean too slow? I mean, if you're going for a reel like that, it's not for, it's so you can catch big fish, right? I don't know. Like, you're not going to use that you're probably not going to use that reel when you're fishing at 34, 41, when you're going for the money and you want to be real fast. I don't know. It's got the power. It's got the line length. That's what it's got. 181. I mean, you're getting into the weeds at that point. You may be above my pay grade on if you're getting into like gear ratios like that. But you are correct. It's 4x3 or 4.3 and 1.8 to 1. Yeah, that is true. What's the Saturn on this? Okay, hold on. Let's look at this. The cost per kg was $17.55. All right, let me find my Cardinal. Sorry, my Cardinal. The 22S is the one I have. So the cost per kg is a lot lower. I think so. Maybe that's why the Cardinal 22S stands out as a good deal. It still has a big mech weight. But the gear ratio is 3.8 and 1.7 to 1. So I don't know. There are so many options now. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many options now. Okay. Where are we? We're floating up northeast again, northwest. What do I want to use as my secondary pilker rod? I want it to have enough test, though, for me to be able to do... Maybe this is where I use Sensei. Let's see if I can comfortably set up a jigging. All right, so what reel are we going to use? I know this is crazy. I want to get a second Regal. That's how much I enjoy the Regal, is I want to get a second one. I'm just going to throw my Cardinal in here for right now so we don't waste time thinking about it, though. Do I use one fluorocarbon or do I want to use... I think I'll use regular. Oh crap, I forgot about jig head decisions. What foam color is working good these days, guys? I need some guidance. I don't even know what I'm wanting to set up here. Yo, what's up, Seismic? Grim, how's it going? Red. Okay, red. Green and red. Like, thank you. All right, maybe we'll just go with that instead of me getting lost and looking at things. Just for fun, let me pull up Sea Records Weekly. What are we going to catch at night? I don't care. Let's just look at this. All right, let's just go green and red. I'm with y'all. So we can go 3 O's, right? So we'll go red, green, red, and go dogs. All right. All right, let's see if we get anything interesting. Yeah, I would say, because then you have a chance at pretty much all the fish species. If you get that, if you save for that 43K one, you're not like living in luxury, but you have a chance, you know? Wait, what are y'all doing that you're scared of? What have I missed? Oh, you hooked something too big. Oh no. How are we not at the bottom yet? You're on the Regal setup. Good luck, Kinder. It's worth every single silver. I mean, it allows you to be more aggressive on this map and try to catch some bigger stuff if that's interesting to you. Yeah, the LTD. Yeah. How are you doing, Seismic? How you doing, Grim? Hey, it's a sculpin. You're grinding telly percentage. What map are you grinding your float fishing at, Grim? Uh-oh, Kinder. Sorry about that, bud. Old Berg. Nice. I think my favorite place to level up float fishing is probably Tunguska when the float fishing's really good. If you have match rods especially. Those like sport match rods and just go float fish. It's so good. You're doing bream. Oh, that's nice. Scooby. Hey, thanks for all the views. You keep watching that thing. You keep watching it. Rebellion match. That's even better, right? Isn't that one of the big boys? Ooh, big old sculpin. I could hardly lift that one out of the water. You're float fishing Tunguska right now? That's awesome. That is some good fishing. What's up, Pydam? Thanks for the follow. Why am I not getting follower notifications and stuff? That's no good. Hello to you, Pydam. Welcome back. Oh, thanks, Scooby. I appreciate it. Just 0.7% left for 80. Nice. I wish I could remember what happens at 80, but you know how they finally put the level requirement to go to maps on the main menu, on the menu, even if you're already higher level, you can still see it. That's the next thing they need to do, in my opinion, is go back and add the level requirement. Like, I wish I could go to float fishing and see, okay, what's 80%? Oh, sandwich bait. Daggum, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, Grim. Hitting 80 is nice. Oh yeah, bleaks at Belaya or Winding Rivulet. I mean, I like Belaya, but I've had the best bleaks, I think, at Winding. Not best as in like size necessarily, but just plenty of trophies and amazing bite rate. Volkov's good too, though, at times. Right off that pier or that dock. Sometimes that's pretty sick as well. Coming up the stairs. Hey, we're on the sculpins. If anybody's got a sculpin order, I got the secrets for you. Volkov is sort of dead right now. How's Archie doing? Full few small cats. You're having good luck at Amber? Grim, I tried Amber yesterday. It wasn't the best for me. I might just not have been patient enough, but oh no, twats. Archie isn't bad? Okay. All right, happy hour's over. Now we can start catching some fish. Chars, red chars, and gray chars at Archie. Perking at F4. Yeah, what's up, Steelhead? Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, congrats, Steelhead. That is awesome. Ooh. I got a little safe or something. Right as it hit the bottom. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go one more and then we'll switch over. Actually, let's go one more. Then I'm going to take a quick bio break. Then we'll switch over to our sorry rig. Cool. All right. Go back to our regal. I'll be right back, folks. Thanks for being here. I'll be right back. Junior Mall. I've been running up and down the stairs. Whew. Tired. All right. Got my yogurt. Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't an on purpose mini workout. But it was a mini workout nonetheless. What you hunting for? Whitetail. That's cool. Where are we? Oh, yeah. I may go try 30, actually. I feel like we've been here long enough that it wouldn't be a bad idea to go try fertile ground. Oh, is that right? Just adding some RAM to it. I don't know why, but I feel like it has slowed down a little bit. I mean, it's still early, but... All right. Well, good. Glad it's running more smoothly. I'm definitely getting to the point, probably once we get past the holidays and everything settles down financially, I need to take my computer to a place nearby and just like think about affordable upgrades. I'm starting to notice it for sure. What you fishing for, Steelhead? Insane PC just to play simple games? Yeah. True. But you're getting a good bite rate up there? Trophy herring. That would be awesome. Downside of this hole is that I have to be a lot more on top of things with how small the hole is, or the bank. I'm glad they're working well. That's great. Ooh, big safe. Awesome. Yeah, safe that size. That would be an adventure on my little Regal, but it could be fun. Okay, there's a herring. Small one, but shows that they're here. Well, I wouldn't lock it with this setup. I mean, it just depends on the size, but I'm not maxing out the setup right now. There's a mackerel. I'm starting to like this little spot. Because I'm only using 45 kilo line, 43 kilo leader. So it depends on the size and the strength on whether or not I would lock it. I might have to ride with it for a minute. But yeah, you could have 60 kilo line and probably lock it with ease. But the way I'm fishing right now, I'm pretty safe because I'm going for smaller stuff. So that's why I've got the 43 stuff. Yeah, I mean, you could, if I had the 60 kilo stuff on the Regal, or if I was using the Taiga C, yes, you could probably lock that size safe on either one. I just don't have this set up like that right now. You could have it set up like that, but I don't. I would say with safe, as long as you don't try to lock it on their initial pull, you're probably safe locking any safe at that kilo once it calms down a little bit. Even trophy size, I would imagine. I don't know if there's downside. That's one thing I was talking about earlier. I'm wondering if the wear and tear might be a little more aggressive if you Is that a haddock? Yeah. If you have that much strength in your line and leader. I don't know if it affects wear and tear or not. You're putting a lot of pressure on that mech. So it probably does. I don't know. But it's an inexpensive reel, so it's really not that expensive to repair anyway. Wow, a 300 gram sorry. That's a nice one. I don't think I have one anywhere close to that right now. 280. 280 is the biggest. We're switching our shrimp setup up slightly. I don't know how much of an effect it'll have. I do like it over here. I mean, we have the one herring, but it wasn't a marker. But we've had some nice mackerel. The sorry, for me at least, haven't been as strong over here, but I've had some. It's been a good bite rate, though. There's a sardine. The rain volume just cut out. Let me check. Let me try to get a fish in here and then I'll check. I think, well, I don't know. We'll look. Goodness. These little fish are slipping off the hooks. All right. Okay, for catfish, you have the Barracuda CST 88H, goes up to 95 kilo load capacity. I think that's one of the best options. Like for, you know, in terms of like not having to overspend for it. I want to say that's the way to go, the Barracuda. I think there's another option. I just don't remember what it is. Does the Legend have one that works? I don't know, maybe not. I could have sworn there was another. Oh, the Rocket. Yeah, the Zyman Rocket. So it caps out at 89.9. So I guess you've got these two. You've got the Zyman Rocket and Barracuda. There may be others as well. There may be others as well. Steelhead says Rocket. Is that the one I have? 88HX? XH? Yeah, that's the one I have. Fish got away. What? It's all right. We didn't want that one anyway. We didn't want that one anyway. Fatty sardine. We're right on the edge of this bank. Not that we're fishing at the bottom anyway, so it probably is fine. Ooh, I hate how these little fish like pop on and pop off like that. Come on, let's hit the sorry jackpot. I mean, I don't know about the sorry jackpot, but we have definitely hit the sorry pool, like school of fish. Oh, if this is a sorry, it's a great one. It's not. Steelhead, you spoke it into existence. I'm not big on this whole like manifesting thing, but I do feel like you sort of manifested that one. Decade 13, thank you. Almost 100K, by the way. Experience for that sucker. I'm pretty sure that's my first trophy herring. So let's see what we caught that on, by the way. So that was on the 6.503, so one of the purple ones. And on the map, it's right here in the northwest corner of the 30-meter hole, if anybody's curious. Ooh, 18 kilo safe. $19 is the trophy on safe. I actually don't know. So I've got a 22. Is it 19? Maybe. Thanks, apples. That's so funny. Like I was just hoping that was going to be a giant sorry. How much better that it was a herring. So how is it a so what is that, a weekly? $9.10. It's second on the USA, but overall they're all over a kilo in the overall records. Oh, you've got a rare trophy. 25, nice. On the safe. All right, let's see. I just want to see, like, I'm looking at VK for a minute here while we're fishing. I want to see what's out there, what's working good. I want to maybe focus some a little bit bigger fish for a little while, but still a good bite rate. Okay, So it looks like people are doing well down on the 41. Fishing with the lurker. Oh, lurker and handmade. Okay. That's cool. We could try that. So they're going to pop it down on the bottom, I'm assuming. How good is that net, though? At least we have the potential of getting into some little bit bigger fish over there. Like they caught a... I mean, it's okay. I don't know if that's what we want to do. Let me keep looking. Oh, it is. Daggum. It's a lot of silver. How long were they there for? Looks like probably 2 hours. That might be worth doing. I mean, it still kind of fits the bill of like nice bite rate, but it does put us in a position of catching some different species and some just a little bit bigger fish. I wouldn't mind fishing down on the 41. And it looks like we could probably do it with this same setup. I would just switch it to 60 kilos so we could lock it if we needed to. Be another good test for this. And we could go straight to the bottom. I think I like that plan. And if that's the case, I don't know that we need to go back to the harbor. I think we just go straight from there. I assume I have pretty much everything that they've got on this. They're using 3/0 hooks. They are using... Yeah, I think I like this. I think we'll just do that. Let's don't overthink it. Oh, how much silver for it? They have, looks like they had about 1,600 silver. I can't tell exactly how long they were fishing for. And they did have, I mean, part of why they get so much silver is because they had a blue tag pollock. So, I mean, you're not going to catch that, but still overall you could do quite well. So they did a super rare pollock trophy. 600 meter or 1,200 meter? I would say the 600 is, I mean, you just have to look at the numbers to see how much line you're actually getting on there. There's a pollock. .5 takes 500 meters. So you're probably not going to get over 600 meters on there anyway, right? If I'm understanding what you're saying. I have one, I just don't... Here, I'll look real quick, hold on. I'm about to switch to, I mean, once we get to the, once we get to nighttime, I'm going to, maybe even right before nighttime, I'm going to switch down to 41 and use this different setup. Okay, let me see here. Where is my Taiga C? It's already attached to a rod. So let's see which one it is. Must be on the boat rod. All right, there it is. So, yeah, 60. Go ahead and take a screenshot if you want to see how much line. I mean, you get 513 meters of 60 kilo rainbow braid, if that's what you're trying to look at. So the answer is 600 meter. Oh, it's another herring. 450 gram. That's a nice one. Holy cow. Just when I was about to leave. we catch another nice herring. It's hard to walk away from herring. This is a sorry, I think. Did you hear the answer, though? The answer, Scooby, is you want 600 meters because it's only going to be like 500 meters on there. Yeah, it was 500. 5 something. That's correct. Man, whoever it was who suggested come to 30, thank you so much. It's definitely been worth our time up here. No, I'm happy to show you the setup. No, Steelhead was talking about fishing in the unmarked area up here. Oh yeah, he definitely did mention the trophy thing. All right, so this is the setup I have up here. And then the beads, I caught it on one of the 03s, right? So I have blue and red on one, and I have blue and black on the other. But it was definitely on one of the 03s that the trophy was caught on. 2/0 hooks. And I was worried about like floating around this 30-meter bank, that it would be too small, but it's actually been fine because even when we've been on the edges of the bank, there's another herring. Even when we've been on the edges of the bank, we're still catching fish at a really high rate. So this has been a terrific fishing spot. 34 was good too, but this has been really good. Not perking at all, by the way. Just letting it drop to 20, reeling up, and then dropping again over and over. A lot of fish coming in on the drop. There's another herring. The herring right now are sick. Yeah, I got this from, this wasn't my idea. I mean, we've done this kind of thing before, but this was from somebody on RF4 posted this technique just today. There's another herring, by the way. It was Tatisha Miranova. So thank you to Tatisha Miranova for the suggestion. Oh, is that right? You've gotten sorry trophies? Okay. Yeah. No, I hear you. Well, of course, I just lucked into it, but because I was really trying to get sorry trophies too, or just catching bulk of sorry. I mean, I was just trying to get a lot of good sorries. It's such good silver if you're catching a good bite rate of them, and low impact on your gear, but thankfully, the herrings have been really active, so it's been fun. Those herrings are just like sick XP and silver, right? If they're mixed in pretty decently. Come on, be a sorry. Be a sorry. So right now we've drifted a little more south and we're catching a lot more mackerel. When we were up top, it didn't feel like it was, the mackerel weren't this heavy. It's fine though. I mean, I don't mind mackerel, but there definitely were more pollock and saithe and stuff like that mixed in at 34. This has been almost exclusively small fish up here. The person that said to come up here and try it though, they said they were catching blue whiting. I don't think I've had a single blue whiting. I haven't. It's all sardines, mackerel, herring, and sorry. Try adding mackerel bait fillet. I'm actually going to add saithe bait, but not till we go down to 41, which is going to be any moment now. This spot has just become such a good spot. I'm having a hard time leaving, but we are about to. Couple of nice mackerels in a row, 973, 432. All right, it is time. So we're going to switch this back to 600, which means I need to take apart, not 660. Let's disassemble this. All right, so we're going to put 60 back on the Regal because we are going to flirt with a little bit larger fish down there at 41. So we want the 600, and then we want 60. We're going to keep the lurker on, but we're going to move everything up a little bit in terms of hook sizes and kind of what we're using here. 1604, do I have one of these? Yeah, I like it. Then we're going to put the small saithe fillet. All right, we want to go 3/0 hooks now. And we're going to switch to black, blue, black. Black, blue, and black. Okay, so it's going to be our 41 setup. Fillet size matters. Yes, fillet size does seem to matter. It's so hard to say because there's like so many variables when you're using drop shot and you've got so many different things to consider. But I would say it does seem like what size fish you're using or fillet or whatever does seem to matter. Okay. We'll see how this goes. This setup should work good at night even. I'm hoping at least. All right, let's look at if we have any garbage like non-marker size. Just to make sure we don't run out of room in our keep net. I guess I was keeping everything for a while just to see the bite frequency and stuff. All right, yeah, now we're down to 64. That should be good. All right, this will be fun. Hopefully we find at least a couple of, 10+ kilo fish or something down here. Nice pollock or two. That's what I'd love to see. Pollock are my favorite. Oh, we should consider whether or not we want to put that... do we want to put this herring actually in our house? I don't know. Let's see how much. Let's see how much silver it sells for before we make any drastic decisions. All right, so we've got 60, 60. Yeah, we're good. All right, here we go. So completely different setup here. We could still see some small fish because everything likes these foam rubber fish. But I think on average we'll see a decent mix of larger stuff too, or like medium-sized fish, saithe and pollock, and hopefully fish like that. I just hope it's a decent bite rate. It should be. Should be down here. Not usually, not intentionally. The only time I really focus on strong perking typically has been like when I'm in the deeper spots or going for bigger fish. I forgot I left those up, Mystic. I need to go take those down. That's not my obsession. That's America Jake and his crew sending me undersized wild carp on different mounts, and I was just like, I was in that house trying to figure out what fish could go where, and just left them up. Ooh, I think it's saithe, right? Big pull at first, and then it's nothing. Yeah. You're always getting cusks with strong perk. Yeah. Cusks are definitely very, very present. I'm sure, especially as we get into nighttime, we'll run into our fair share of cusks down here. Probably a ton of them, actually, but that's all right. We just want to occasionally see other stuff, too. This squid probably slows the sink down, but I guess I'm just going to live with it. So if I don't have to lock it, I'm not locking it. And probably a lot of people think that's silly. It may be silly, but I'd rather put pressure on the friction brake when possible and save pressure on the mech when it's necessary. That's the thinking there, at least. Oh yeah, look at that pollock. That's a good sign. Good sign to catch a pollock like that. All right, cool. Let's go get him. You love that sound, the line? Yeah, for sure. That's what we hope. Keep the gear healthy. Make plenty of silver before having to repair gear. Now, if it's slowing me down, then I'll lock it. I'm not... there is such a thing as like time efficiency as well. But in that case, it didn't slow me down really at all. I do not know repair cost. I think they're similar though. And yes, I don't know. We'll check in a second. I think any reel that I'm using in the ocean, I think I've changed the oil on now, but maybe not the cheapest ones. We'll see. It's another pollock. I love when pollock are active. All right, so I can check it from here, right? Yeah, so stab bearing extra solid oil on the Regal. But I think that's the oil I've basically used on pretty much all of my Norwegian sea reels. It's very safety, isn't it? Although pollock kind of do that same thing, so. I'd say it's a safe though. Yep. 7.4 safe. Yeah, we have accomplished what we were hoping, which is to say we're on to bigger fish now, at least a little bit larger. On the drop, something small. We'll see. Good point. It's a good point, Steelhead. Nice bite rate. This might just be a cusk. I'm gonna lock it up. This might be our first cusk of the night. Yep. Decent cusk. No. No idea. I do not remember. I know I have used this. I know I've used this reel a lot, and I have locked it a lot, and I have not had to repair it yet. So it's a pretty sturdy reel. Now I have done a lot of small fish fishing with it. We've got caught some runners though, so I don't know. I've not been super aggressive, I guess was what I'm saying. All right, I need to go bio break real quick again. After this fish, go sprint up and down the stairs real fast. Oh, nice whiting. All right, I'll be right back. What's up, Bleak Attack? Just hanging out. Me too. Me too. Well, I guess I'm running my mouth a little bit. Hanging out and talking. Oh, that's cool, Spruce. 9-kilo thorny skate in 30 meter using paternoster with lugworm. Wow. Creative. Look at that. Record of the week. Thorny skate. Oh, really? Trolling them. Is that working good? Hey, I wish it was a marker. Icelandic scallop. I guess that makes the decision a little easier, though. Yeah, I definitely, before I moved down here to 41, I was definitely doing that. In fact, we had a herring trophy doing that with shrimp. That was at 30 though. 34 and 30 was very good for sorry and herring and mackerel. Some sardines as well. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, you can do really well off of a nice bite rate of mackerel. And now that herring are in the game and you occasionally might get a herring mixed in, it can be a solid grind for silver. You have better sardine luck at 41? Okay, interesting. I've switched setups now. I mean, we still could catch small fish on the foam rubber fish, but I don't have the shrimp on anymore, so we're definitely trying to catch a little bit larger fish down here than we were at the 34 and 30. On the drop. This is a decent fish, y'all. I may have to unlock it. Maybe not. Almost had a heart attack. This has got to be a safe. I mean, this is going to be so interesting. What size is this safe? Because I have it locked and it almost bounced the leader off. Oh my Landa. Oh, it's one of those. Holy cow. It's a tiny Greenland shark that almost gave me heart failure. So let's see what he came in on. Yeah, the foam rubber fish. These are deadly baits, guys. 05, so it was on the blue one. And it was high. He hit it on the drop too. I mean, that small, that's not going to be worth anything really. Not right? Or not much. But it's still fun. I'm glad we got it in on this little setup. Okay. I thought that was going to be a giant safe. Like, the way it was bouncing, the way it hit it on the drop. But, nah. Just a tiny shark. Check the, okay, yeah. Here, let's do it real quick. This is a tiny fish we have on. 7.5. So it went 0.5. I mean, that's about as big a fish as you ever want to catch on this, and it went 0.1. Sorry, it went 0.1 from 7.4 to 7.5. Yeah. Hey, 2 sharks in a row. Watch out. We got the spiny dogfish and the Greenland shark. Dogfish came in on the 04 though, which is the black. Okay. I'd much rather catch spiny dogfish on this setup than Greenland sharks though. Poor beagle's next. Yeah, that's right. Next up, the poor beagle. or the safe. Definitely a safe, right? 4.26 safe. This morning fishing has been pretty interesting. Ooh, guess what? My lunch just arrived. Well, some of them you can, Scooby. Like you can make slightly undersized safe that aren't quite markers. You can turn them into bait, right? At least some types of bait. But I don't think you can with the mackerel. $300 for max, yeah. Yes, that's correct, Bleak. Small max can be used for dead fish. It's true. It's a good point. Unfortunately for me, I just end up not ever using them or rarely using them. But always cool to see a crab. Yeah, that's right. You have to know that you're wanting to do some dead fish bait fishing. Yeah, I think they do need buckets. That's a great question. Let's see. Dead fish. Nope, just the fillet knife. And so you can do the unmarked mackerel as long as they're from 13 to 50 centimeters, herring and saithe. Oh, we lost a fish. It's all right. All right. We're going to go a little bit longer. And then I'm going to stop and eat lunch. Ooh. I'm definitely glad we came down here, though. Push this new setup to the limit. What did the crab bite on? Oh, that's a good question. I will check. What's up, Freytag? Welcome to the stream. Ooh, nice haddock. So we had a 10 kilo pollock and an almost 10 kilo haddock. The crab bit on lurker 100.7. So did the haddock. Most stuff coming in on the foam fish, but the lurker is catching some stuff. Just caught a 66 kilo halibut on a Venga. Ooh, yeah, but that was fun, huh? One rotation at a time. Almost spooled you. Yeah, when Norway first came out, you couldn't fish in the deeper areas or in a lot of spots without just getting crushed by halibut. Although people also made a lot of silver on those early halibut too. Before the nerfs, there were like multiple halibut nerfs, right? If I remember correctly. Both in how often you catch them as well as how much you get paid for them. All right, let's bait that safe before I forget. Oh, you just started. Okay, cool. No. No, the taiga nor the regal can handle a big halibut. I mean, not reasonably, at least. It would be tricky for sure. I suppose if you had a ton of line, just depends on the size of it. You're going to get some of them in. It's going to be a pain and you're going to wish you weren't doing it, but you're going to get some of them in, but some of them might just be too big. I don't think you can ever say you're safe, but you're a lot more safe. Ooh, it's an edible crab. Both crabs caught here. That one came in on the lurker as well. Both crab types going for lurker here. The thing about this map is you're not ever 100% safe no matter what you're fishing with, but yeah, I'd say you're more safe. And if you fish like the 34, 41 bank, 30 bank, whatever, and you fish in the top water especially, that also decreases the chances of getting. But you saw down here at 41, I mean, I got hit by that really big Greenland, not big, the small Greenland shark. So they can be anywhere. I don't you know, I'm not too worried about catching a halibut in this kind of situation, though. That would be a surprise on this setup in this spot to catch a big halibut. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes 55 is quite dangerous. But they have nerfed halibut quite, I mean, a lot. You're not going to run into halibut are not like safe anymore in terms of how often you hit them. It was on small bait at the 41. Oh, really? When you say small bait, you mean like a lurker or what? It's another spiny dogfish. I really like it down here. It's a huge variety of types of fish we're catching. The Foam 04. Oh boy. It is the same as that shark, that's right. The foams might get us in trouble right now. What's up, Jig Step? Is this the albacore? No. This is the Regal. This is the little SAT Regal. Greetings to you, Spirit. That is awesome that you are in Greece. Very cool. No problem. Fishing's been great. I mean, it has been a lot of fun. We have fished at 3 different banks, the 34, the 30, and now the 41. We were using shrimp mostly at 34 and 30, so we were catching a lot of the smaller fish species. And here at 41, we've switched to foam rubber fish and just catching a huge range and variety of fish species, so it's been fun. Got a decent amount of sorry and sardines trolling 30. We're going to try drop and reel now. I think the Regal mech is like 74. Is that right? It might not be. Hold on, let me see. I could be doing this totally wrong. Let's see. Regal has a mech of 74. According to the guides, that's what it says. I think if it didn't have it, I would have broken it by now because I've locked it up in some pretty precarious situations. Freytag says, by the way, what is... You just got a 240, sorry, straight reeling spruce. That's cool. What is your opinion on getting a Taiga C30 for using on the 88 kilo perk rod? If you already own a Vinga. I thought maybe the repair of the Taiga might be cheaper. I just don't know. It's if you're doing it because it's fun, not because it's like a step up. You know what I mean? But if it seems fun, I mean, if I was doing that, I would get the Regal personally. But if you just want to have a cheap conventional, because at least the Regal has 2 gear ratios. It's a little less flexible when you think about catfish and that kind of thing, but I still like it better, I think. But the Vinga's already just a stronger reel. So you are taking a step back just to have a conventional. It might be cheaper to repair though. I'm not sure. I think you're making enough silver that even the repair costs on the Vinga probably aren't too burdensome, but I'm not sure. The nice thing about the Vinga is not only the power, but it's going to get fish in so quickly. Most fish. It's just a speeder. Ooh, look at that. Nice herring. So now we've had a herring down here at the 41 as well. Yeah, I think that's probably the move, Freytag. Spruce. I hear you. I do like that. I do like how the Regal can bear down on a big cusk with that lower ratio. I mean, the Regal is so cheap, in my opinion, with how much time you're spending fishing out here and how much silver you're making. Again, if it's fun for you to get the Regal, or the Taiga C for that matter, then go for it. It's not going to set you back this huge amount of time. Even a turb or something doesn't give... I think it's just miserable. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, I'll show you setup. Wait. Yeah, no, you're not going to be... You're not going to... I don't think you want to put more than 60 kilo line on the Regal. Are you talking about the setup I'm using now, or are you talking about the setup that I was using at 34 and 30? I can show you the setup I'm using now. 212 silver for the skate. That's awesome. Here's what I'm using now. The lurker, fire stick blue, natural squid, and then we've got the 04, the 05, and the 04 in terms of foam rubber fish. What's up, Marcel? How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm gonna be finishing this stream fairly soon and gonna go eat lunch. There's a nice haddock. Sorry, Scooby, it blocks any links. If you want to whisper it to me, I can post it for you. I appreciate you advertising for me, though. From what I've done with zero attractants on pattern trolling, it has a better bite rate than just drop and reeling, but maybe would be better if you used a really light sinker to slow it down. Interesting. So you like the Regal more than the Taiga, even though the Taiga could fish 82? Yes. I do, but it's a little different, Freytag, because I have the bigger setups, right? Like I can put a much stronger reel even on this rod if I wanted to, or I have rods that I can overload, even more. So I'm specifically using this setup because of the type of fish that I'm expecting to catch in this spot with these baits. Do you know what I mean? So I get where you're coming from. If you don't have those options of the bigger gear setups, then you do want to be able to get as much as you can out of this one setup. So I get that. Yeah, if you want to whisper it to me, Scooby, I can link it for everybody, or we can just let them know that it's on my YouTube channel. and they can go find it. Do you know how to whisper on Twitch? Here, I'll show you. Thank you. All right. So if you're trying to make the decision between the Regal and the Taiga C, or if you're just curious what my opinion was on the differences, I did fish with them both in different situations in this video. That video was so much fun to put together, by the way. It just came at like the perfect time because I had just found out about the Regal, was excited to use it, and it was just fun to do some comparisons to the Taiga C, which I had had for a long time at that point. I mean, remember, the Regal just reeled in, what was it, a 55.9 kilo Greenland shark. I'm not saying that's a big deal. I'm just saying you can get in decent fish on the Regal or the Taiga C. Is that the 43 kilo one? 43K silver one, 43,000. Yeah, we were talking about that one earlier. That definitely looks like, if you want to be able to fish for most fish in the sea, that's the one to aim for. But if you just want to make a ton of silver off of small fish and mostly stay in some of these hot, like 34, 41, 30, unmarked, whatever, you can do a lot of damage, make a lot of quick silver using some of these smaller reels. I'm just thankful that this option exists for people, that they don't have to wait till they have 43,000 to have fun with a, you know, a nice reel on the Norwegian Sea. Another haddock. Is the albacore more durable than the borealica? I have no idea. I've never used the albacore. Borealica has been great for big fish, but I don't have anything to compare it to. You're getting a cast a fish every cast in Belaya? That's awesome. The Taiga LTD milk, it's interesting. We are over 100 fish, and that's with me throwing away all those small ones. All right, I've had a lot of fun doing this, so I'm not, I mean, I don't know if maybe I'll do another stream tonight or maybe tomorrow, but I'll definitely try to do another stream very soon. Like I said, just have a little bit more time at this point as we move towards the holidays before the spring semester gets really busy again. So I'll try to take advantage of it and stream as much as I can. Let me respawn and see what we got at the cafe and see if we've made any money today. All right. Thank you for being here, Scooby. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, Blake. Let's see how we did here. I don't know. I'm hoping we could have made 1,000 silver. Is that unrealistic? Let's what do y'all think? I mean, a lot of small fish. We did have the one trophy, but then we've got some decent like medium-sized stuff. I don't know. 1,000 might be a little much. We'll see. Oh yeah, 1749. All right, so are we gonna sell or are we gonna put it in our house? Oh, that Greenland shark is nice. That Greenland shark is nice. All right, are we selling or are we putting the herring in our house? I think we put it in our house, right? There's an edible crab, but mine wasn't a marker, unfortunately. I think we actually struck out on cafe orders, believe it or not. Let's see. Let's see here. How do I go to edit mode? I'm trying to remember. Oh, here. All right, so all right, so that's like the medium size, right? But this is a small one? Wait. Are these two different sizes? No, these are the same, right? Yeah, these are the same. I guess what I'm trying to ask is, are there any really small... Oh, are these the same? Yes, these are the same. That's a blue tag pollock. All right, that's a large. That's the extra large. And then these are the massive spots. All right, so I think we probably should do that. Is there a taxidermist here? We hardly have any fish out. I haven't put my gear out yet. There's a lot of work left to do in the house, folks. Yeah, pollock is my favorite sea fish. I was just so excited to catch that super rare. Look at the tiny fish on this. Have y'all ever seen a 44 kilo fish hanging on the crane? All right. You always use mosquito? All right, there's some nice silver. All right, let's go see how much it's going to cost to put it up. I don't remember if there is a taxidermist here. Administration. All right, let's use mosquito. I don't know. It depends on how expensive it is. This is not like a big fish. This is not like a... I mean, I don't know how common these trophies are. It's certainly not rare. 600. Okay, I'll probably do it if it's that amount, that much. I'll probably do it for 600 silver. I don't think the taxidermist is this far away. This is just a house, right? Workshop. Is it further down? Oh, here it is. It's this one, right? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, we want a small... I'm not using a Dreamfish voucher on this one. It is 800 silver. But I'm going to save Dreamfish for a big fish. Wait, can I put... You can't put that on a medium board, right? No. They're really limited on the type of boards you can use. It looks so much better on that, but I don't want to spend a gold on it. I do not like the dark boards. True. True, twats. True. I still think I want to save it, though, because bigger fish cost so much more, right? I don't know about y'all, but I do not like these darker wood boards. It's fine, I guess. I don't like that. The second one? You like the second one better than the... I think I like this one. No, maybe this one. The circular just fits the fish better, huh? Okay. Thank you, thank you. Cool. Might as well have one fish over here. How does this work for, gotcha. There's my Taiga Sea hanging on the wall. I mean, on the, whatever this is. All right, cool. There we go. Home sweet home. Well, we made a lot of silver and then we spent a lot of it back. But we hung another fish in the house. Thank y'all for watching. You're the best. I will see you very soon. Have a good one. Tight lines.